Hey everyone, it's Ryan here with Soki Media, and as promised, I'm going to go ahead and review the iPhone 11 that I got a couple weeks ago. So, just a couple things about it before we go into any detail. Highlights that I like about it are the camera is really nice. The screen seems to be very responsive. I really like that. I do miss the Force Touch. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. But overall, I do like the phone. I currently have the iPhone X. Before this one, I had the iPhone X. And it's a nice step up for, camera quality and a few other features on it that we'll talk about. So it is pretty fast. It has the A13 chip. Very responsive to anything you do. It is IP68 certified waterproof. It can be in 2 meters of water for up to 30 minutes. I haven't tested it, but I'll take their word for it, I guess. I'm not going to try to test it because I don't want to ruin my iPhone, but I'll take their word for it. So let's move on. It has a very nice screen on it. It has a resolution of 1792 by 828 for those of you techies out there, and a 1400 by 1 contrast ratio, which is actually really nice. You can tell a difference in the screen from the iPhone X to this one, noticeably, and I do like that. I like the size of it. It's bigger than the iPhone 11 Pro, but smaller than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So it's kind of right between. The difference between these and the Max is the Max has 3 cameras. Both of them have 3 cameras. This one just has 2, but it does give you the ultra wide, records video in 4K at 60 frames per second max, which is actually pretty nice. Has a 12 megapixel camera on it, and I do like the flash on this one. It's pretty bright. You can see that. It's a little bit brighter than my iPhone X. Not much, but a little bit. And as far as the sound quality on the speakers, I think it's about the same. I set them side by side to listen to it. I couldn't really tell much of a difference there. Alright, so we put the iPhone 11 on the tripod, and we're shooting this segment right now with the iPhone 11. This is in the wide angle mode. We're going to bring it into normal mode, and this is normal mode, so you can see the difference there, and you can see the video quality of the iPhone 11. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the difference between the iPhone 11 and my iPhone X. So here's my iPhone X. Here's the iPhone 11. You can definitely tell a difference in size, and on the screen you can definitely tell a difference there. I really actually do enjoy the bigger screen. I went from the 6S Plus to the X, and I know technically the screen size on the iPhone X is bigger, but I did miss the size. I really did. And I think the iPhone 11 brings that back for me, and I really love that. Alright, so away with the old and in with the new. Like I said earlier, I do miss the Force Touch on the iPhone X, but on the iPhone 11, they still have the same features that the Force Touch would bring. For example, when you're typing on the keyboard and you want to move your cursor on the iPhone X and other iPhones, you would use Force Touch on the keyboard and you can move it. They still have that feature on the iPhone 11. You just have to hold the space bar. It's a little different, but definitely manageable. I just have to get used to that. Apple says on their website that it lasts 1 hour longer than the iPhone XR. I've never had the XR, so I really don't know, can't tell you that. But it does have a good battery life. I have had no issues with that. It does have a better battery life than my iPhone X. So Apple says that you can get 17 hours of playback of video, 10 hours of video streams, 65 hours of audio playback. They say that it will charge 50% on a fast charge with an 18-watt power adapter in about 30 minutes. It has a built-in rechargeable lithium-ion battery. And just in case you're wondering, the iPhone 11 weighs 6.8 ounces, which comes in just a little bit more than the iPhone X at 6.1 ounces. You really can't tell the difference there if you're comparing the two. I held them in both hands, really couldn't tell the difference at all. Alright, and make sure that you like and subscribe to our page because we're going to have a lot of videos just like this. I hope it helps you. But just to wrap this thing up, would I recommend buying the iPhone 11? For me personally, I would not recommend it if you have the iPhone X or later. I would hold out until the new iPhone comes out. The next generation is supposed to have 5G. I've heard rumors that it's going to have Touch ID back. Not sure if it will or not. The iPhone 11 has Face ID. And me personally, I'm not going to keep this iPhone. I'm going to give it to my sister. So congratulations to her. Hope she likes it. Thank you again. Be sure to like and subscribe.